Good evening, 8th grade Cougars, parents, teachers, and families. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2020 8th grade promotion of Estrella Mountain Elementary. I want to congratulate each of our Cougar scholars. You are coming to the end of a journey, but the beginning of a much larger one is ahead of you. Your high school journey will have challenges, but if I know one thing about each of you, it's that you have perseverance. You know what struggle looks like, you know what overcoming struggles feels like, and you will always be a shining star. You have excelled in academics, science Olympiad, sports, our International Baccalaureate Middle Years program, music, art, but most importantly, you have grown socially and emotionally. We could not be prouder of you. As your 8th grade year was coming to a close, you were excited for Catalina, yearbook signing, possibly another leadership day, 8th grade presentations, but most importantly, you were excited to finish your year with your friends. You went on spring break, and when we returned from break, we asked you to do the unthinkable. We asked you to put your social life on hold and to complete your 8th grade year online. I have witnessed a great group of students work together to achieve a common goal: finish 8th grade strong and as a family. Each of you have embraced your new learning requirements at different levels and supported one another like no one else could do. As we navigated through uncharted waters, you showed us, the adults, that you could do anything you put your minds to. You demonstrated perseverance, knowledge, and most importantly, you showed us that no matter what the circumstance is, you are a family and will do anything for one another. High school is full of learning opportunities, but you, the freshmen, are responsible for taking those opportunities and transforming them into meaningful experiences for yourself. As you dream up the next 4 years, I would like you to make a promise to yourself. Promise yourself that you will always dream big. Promise yourself that you will have the courage and the confidence to take yourself seriously and to do the right thing. Now, freshmen, it is your turn. As you enter high school, take yourself seriously. Take your life in beautiful and bold directions. Start leaving your mark. Envision greatness in yourself and seize every opportunity to achieve those goals. Always remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Cougars, as I end my first year at Estrella Mountain, I feel like I've been here your entire journey. You have all embraced me and taught me what it means to be a family and what it means to be a Cougar. Once a Cougar, always a Cougar. Go out there, do your best, and leave your mark. We are all very proud of you.
2.
Hey, Estrella Mountain 8th graders. I guess I can't call you that. You guys are big freshmen now. You made it. I told you you would. Just wanted to take a few seconds and thank you guys for just the experience of being able to be a part of your life. It's been so awesome to watch you grow. You guys were 4th graders when I got to Estrella Mountain. And to see you just grow into the amazing young men and women that you are now has been really, really special for me. And I want to thank you guys for making it that special. It's been so awesome to be a part of your life, whether it's been teaching you guys how to line dance even when you didn't want to, making you run around when you didn't want to, or just teaching you maybe how to shake your hand. It's been really, really fun for me to do all those things, and you guys have helped me to become a better teacher, so I really appreciate that from you. Just want you guys to remember one thing as you go forward in life, and we talk about it all the time, so hopefully you remember moving is better than not moving, and it does amazing things for you. So I encourage you guys to fit that into your high school life and then in the future. I know you're going to do some great things. I'm going to be rooting you on the whole way. I'll probably take some credit for it if I can, but just know that I'm rooting for you guys, and I'm excited to see what you guys do in the future. Good luck.
Hi 8th graders, I miss you. I miss spending time with you. I'm so thankful that the last day that we spent together was Leadership Day and the student versus staff basketball game. We just had the opportunity to spend it together and to play together and just to make those good memories. Thank you for also being my very first 8th grade class and just showing me the ropes on what it's like to be an 8th grade teacher, a middle school teacher. I couldn't have asked for a better group to do that for me. I had so much fun together this year, from the funny comic strips to making Latin American cuisine, whether it turned out good or not. And just spending time with the younger students, being able to teach them and seeing you guys in that light of being a leader in those classes was such a good opportunity for me. Our relationship began because I was your Spanish teacher, but it grew through our struggle of understanding each other, through our mutual interests, through some guy named Joe, or maybe it was Joe's mama, finding the leche and just mutual or friendly competition. I will always look fondly on this year and all the memories we made and how much we grew. So thank you so much. But now your middle school years have come to an end and a new chapter begins. A chapter that you will reminisce on for the rest of your life. So make good memories, be active, and take advantage of every opportunity. This chapter, the high school chapter, is the chapter where the choices that you make shape you as a person and will set the trajectory for your life in years to come. So think before you act and choose to be kind. I'm so excited for you to start this adventure. Buena suerte.
People tend to forget that the word history contains the word story. Ken Burns. Learn from the history of the past, but make your own story as well. You can't stay in your corner of the forest waiting for others to come to you. You have to go out to them sometimes. A. Millen. Branch out. Try new things. Life is not about how fast you run or how high you climb, but how well you bounce. Tigger. Always bounce back from your setbacks. The things that make me different are the things that make me me. Piglet. Be yourself. You are braver than you believe. You are stronger than you seem and smarter than you think. Christopher Robin. Don't doubt yourself. A little consideration, a little thought for others makes all the difference. Eeyore. Be kind to others and yourself. It never hurts to keep looking for the sunshine. Eeyore. Find the positive in what you do. Nothing gold can stay. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sinks to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. Robert Frost. Stay gold. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Winnie the Pooh. And we come to the last chapter in which Pooh and Christopher Robin go to the enchanted part of the forest and we say goodbye. Goodbye? Oh no. Can't we go back to page 1 and start all over again? Sorry, Pooh, but all stories have an ending. You know. Oh, bother. I love you, each and every one.
Good afternoon. I'm very pleased to speak here today on what I know is a very special day. It's special for the graduates, for their proud parents and grandparents, and for me, their honored teacher. As I speak to you graduates, I know Estrella Mountain Elementary has enhanced your knowledge of the world. You have studied many subjects, and each of them have given you skills and information. But what I want to do is use math and science to describe that other side of you. I want to describe you as part of a whole. so your parents and loved ones understand what I've come to see, a very special group of young people on the verge of excellence. Additionally, I have also come to picture you like an exponential graph, always growing in kindness toward others. Each new person who was added over this school year made you more connected, more joyful, and brought new ideas to your conversations. Each new person didn't add just a little, but had a huge impact on the dynamics of the class. At first, before 8th grade, maybe you didn't get to know each other in a deep way. As time went on, classmates joined and the group that formed started to become much closer, and daily kindness became your bread and butter. It was your baseline, your table stake. For Estrella Mountain Elementary graduates, kindness comes as naturally as breathing. The comments I have gotten throughout your time here are a testament to your profound and endearing kindness, always increasing exponentially. A science metaphor that might be useful when describing you is chemical bonding. There are two types of chemical bonds, ionic or covalent. In an ionic bond, one atom takes an electron from another atom completely. I believe that sometimes, yes, if someone wants to be happy, they have to take something from someone. But that is okay because that person might really want to give it and be happy to donate something that is valuable to a classmate. In a covalent bond, two atoms share an electron so they can both be happy. You've done a lot of sharing on your playing fields, in labs, in classrooms. You've appreciated each other, collaborated with each other, and celebrated each other. Both of these kinds of bonds bring atoms closer together. Just as with chemical bonding, exchanging things and sharing things have made you a closer group of fantastic kids. I hope your exponential growth continues as you move into high school and that your bonds are unbreakable. But I'm going to ask something of you moving forward. I'm going to ask you to leap over random acts of kindness in favor of deliberate acts of conscience. As you travel into high school and beyond, I want you to judge everyone and everything, and above all, judge yourself, constantly, compassionately, critically, unapologetically. Master your fear, be humble, aim higher, live your dreams, be fair and just, remembering not solely where you are going, but particularly where you came from, and one day you will look at the education you received in this wonderful school of ours as a foundation upon which you built the greatest of all buildings, a building of your character within the frame of your integrity. Create the world that lives up to your ideals. Stay woke. It has truly been my pleasure teaching you, and as always, take care.
8th grade families, class of 2020. I'm Mrs. Sheasley, 8th grade science teacher and homeroom. This speech is so hard to write and so difficult than any speech I've had to write and deliver, as you can imagine. I'm not a public speaker, but this was a requirement for being a homeroom teacher, and Mr. Doherty always made it look so easy, and he said, "It's tradition, you'll do great," but all I could think about was my fear and anxiety. Well, guess what? It worked out, and every year it worked out, and I have that same worry every time, but it's a little less each year. What if we could apply that to the future? Do you have worry and anxiety about going to high school? We all did. And as the days go on, it becomes easier. And the world is changing right now, so throw in a mix of new high school and changing world, and I can imagine the anxiety that you may have. But when uncertainties are presented to you, I feel there's two ways to really go about it: fear and anxiety, or confidence and resilience. I have learned that letting my fear and worry is not beneficial to anyone, but instead just going for it, and with all the confidence I have. And it's left me feeling proud and accomplished. Now remember, this speech I am currently giving is the exact fear I am speaking about and giving advice about. Who knew? Something that might seem so simple to one might be a huge obstacle for others. We're all approaching the situation differently. I have seen so many quotes and comments, news stories about this, and one really stood out. We are not all in the same boat. We are all in the same storm. And that came from writer Damian Barr at the Wall Street Journal, and he added, "Some have just one oar." This image of a raging storm in the ocean with this huge aircraft carrier and large ships, tiny tugboats, and then a person in a kayak with just one oar, and all the sizes in between, and accompanied that article. That image resonated with me as I was preparing my thoughts to write the speech. I saw our classrooms evolve this way. Students have been logging in uncertainly, but trying. Some computer savvy, but having questions about the format of the classroom, and some students with their siblings who are really eager to see what their older siblings are learning. Many students simply just confused as to why all this is happening, and countless times sending questions that seem so simple to me, but are a mountain to them. Reflection of my own experiences give me that patience to know that those questions that my students are asking are because we're all facing the same storm, just in a different way. What I want to leave you with are the amazing moments I have seen, many qualities I already saw in the classroom, but I don't see you every day. So I got to be a part of your meetings and read all your comments and join you for your community projects, which were awesome. It was a little proud mama moment. Hey, you have been open-minded, persevered, you have questioned everything, and not because you disagree, because you are problem solving. You have been curious about the world and science. You have been confident, but also needing some guidance, and not afraid to ask. And you have shown vulnerability and strength. And you have been caring towards us and your classmates and your families. You have been flexible. And you have been leaders, replying to each other and answering each other's questions when we haven't got to them yet. You have been patient with your teachers and understanding that we have your best interest in mind, and we'll figure it out just like you are. You have been optimistic, but have also shown us concern. You have been positive and uplifting, and you have shown independence, but most impressive, you have shown resilience to adversity. These are all qualities you need to be successful anywhere. You have practiced the skills you need to be more confident entering high school. Everyone coming back or starting high school are in the same storm, but took different paths and different boats with different resources. Remember to be kind to others and especially yourself. I am very proud of you. I usually cry through my speeches and I start talking about certain things that happen and it's just a different way of giving a speech this year, but just know that I cried when I wrote your quotes, the ones that come up on your slides, and it was really hard for me and sad because I didn't really get to formally say goodbye. I hope our paths cross again, and I would love to see you again. I miss you terribly. I wish you all the best in the future, and I love you.
How to say goodbye. Every year I consider this, and each time it is a bit different. This departure is so very odd. Pandemic, closure, separation, social distancing. I don't think a single goodbye will do. Adieu. A sign of a turning point. A mere 5 months ago, I saw stuccoed column walkways front 30-year-old classrooms connected by gravelled paths shaded in mesquite and palo verde. 80 teens dreamt about futures unresolved and merriments yet to come. Each to each, the same lesson at the same time in math and science, history and Spanish, from chambers lit by knowledge and taught in words and deeds. Farewell, and soon a pleasant journey. I saw my students do so many great and crazy things this year. Their deeds of youth are many: volleyball tournaments and soccer victories, community service and helping others. A science team that became a legend, growing stronger and nearly taking state the year before. Just 1 point. Just 1 point. I saw robots built, plastic first, then human, becoming riding robots in the world of Asimov. Ta-ta, for a moment. I saw brilliant ones analyze 4 short stories and find literary facts, then turn them into realities. Arguing, quoting, and gleaning wonder from the papered words in old science, unlocking meaning in the ideas of others. Amazed at the growth in a year, From worried writer to polished sage, our students became more than their years, learning from subjects to become masters. Together in teams, they uncovered the wonders of the world and the wonders of my metal file drawer. We consumed hundreds of pounds of candy, taffy and sours, Starbursts and Twix. Many a Twizzler lined the student desks as they forged and reforged endless writings. Winning a draw from the drawer for every good score in reading. No limits but their own. Some read once a day, others many times. So why at this crucial moment in our time together talk about candy? Simple. Candy leads to laughter. Laughter leads to hope and positive spin on things. Cheerio then, and remember the enchantment of a chuckle. How many times did you laugh at my crazy stories? Remember the stories about my stuffed animals in the back of my room, or stepping on a nail in the 5th grade, or Dracula's daughter in the 1st. Those were told to make you laugh, and often to make you think. I have another story now. Every time I went shopping and bags of candy trailed across the checkout counter, I told stories about grumpy 8th graders that gobbled up the candy, smiled, and laughed. Inside, I smiled too, remembering all the times in my youth I would run to 7-Eleven and buy a comic and a pile of candy and gum for a quarter. Those were the days, proving happiness is eternal, always remembering in our time of trouble the magic of our time together. Every send-off comes with a bit of hope. Hope that all efforts this year will ease the transition to high school futures and lifelong dreams. That our new skill in virtual learning will help us in our uncertainty, and that improved skills and tolerance. Nothing ever works the first time. And patient, we have to wait our turn everywhere now, will make us better. Our COVID-19 experiences have definitely made us stronger. We shall overcome dangers together with hope and trust. Whenever you fear, eat a piece of candy. Laugh. Remember each other, the crazy stories we told, and the adventures we accomplished. Crack a smile. There is always hope in every goodbye. Godspeed to you and yours. May all your dreams come true.
We have 3 awards that are going to 3 outstanding scholars. $50 scholarships will accompany these awards, and they'll be waiting for you at your high school that you are enrolling in. Our first award is the Jerry Rovey Community Service Award. Mr. Jerry Rovey served 20 years as a governing board member of the Liberty Elementary School District. For 15 of those years, he served as president of the board. Mr. Rovey believes a school district is responsible for providing equal educational opportunities for all students so that they can be successful in their future, and so they can achieve their life goals. If their belief was that promoted Mr. Rovey to run for a seat on the board of the Liberty Elementary School District and to go on to serve for 20 years. Mr. Rovey spent much of his own educational career in Arizona. He graduated from Buckeye High School. He earned a bachelor's degree in agricultural science from Arizona State University. He is the owner-operator of Rovey Family Farms within the Liberty Elementary School District boundaries. All 6 of his children attended Liberty Elementary School. Upon Mr. Rovey's retirement from the governing board, he donated money to create this community service scholarship. It is with great honor that the recipient of the Jerry Rovey Community Service Award be awarded to Jace Carroll. Congratulations, Jace. Our next award is the Leslie Burkholder Award. Leslie Burkholder was a student at Estrella Mountain Elementary School who always had a smile on her face. When she was in 5th grade, she was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, a form of cancer, eventually leaving the people she loved. This $50 scholarship goes to a student who our teachers thought had the amazing qualities that she was best known for, loving her school and meeting challenges with unimaginable courage. It is a tremendous honor to present Marie Rouse with the Leslie Burkholder Award. Congratulations, Marie. Our last award is the Buckeye Lions Club Award. Each year, the Buckeye Lions Club, an organization founded upon a core belief that community is what you make it, presents an award to students who promote citizenship, character, and duty within the community. The recipient of this award will receive $50 to the bookstore, their high school, to be used towards books, fees, or supplies. This year, I am honored to present this award to a student who has set extremely high standards and who has the ability and desire to achieve those high standards. This student is constantly learning not only to earn a good grade, but because she understands that knowledge is power. It is my pleasure to announce this year's Lions Club Award winner to Leilani Mejia. Congratulations to all of our recipients.
This award is to honor students with academic excellence. The student who has earned this award for straight A's has earned a 4.0 grade point average in all academic areas. Congratulations to Arlene Madrid.
Just a word, till you mean what you say.
And love isn't love till you give it away.
We've all got a gift,
yeah, something to give to
make
a change.
Send it on and on. Just one that can heal another. Be a part, reach a heart. One spark starts a fire. With one little action, the chain reaction will never stop. Make it strong, shine a light and send it on. Just smile, and the world will smile along with you.
That small act of love that's meant for one will become two.
If we take the chances,
change circumstances,
imagine all we can do if we send it on and on. Just one hand can heal another. Be a part, reach a heart. Just one spark starts a fire. With one little action, the chain reaction will never stop. Make us strong, shine a light and send it on. Send it on. Send it on. There's power in all of the choices we make. So I'm starting now, it's not a moment to wait. Words, just a word, till you mean what you say. And love is love till you give it away. Send it on and on. Just one that can heal another. Be a part, reach a heart. Just one spark starts a fire. With one little action, the chain reaction will never stop. Make us strong, shine a light and send it on. Just one that can heal another. Be a part, reach a heart. Just one spark starts a fire. With one little action, the chain reaction of helping start. Make us strong, shine a light and send it on. Shine a light and send it on. Shine a light and send it on.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most grow. But I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you,
because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
and just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for.
But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. The comet pulls like a shepherd from its passes the
By a wind
sun,
off
like a stream that meets
like a seed dropped by a
halfway
bird in
through the wood.
Who can say if I've been
Changed for the better. I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you,
because I knew you, because I knew you,
I have been changed
for
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun.
anyone who's bursting with a dream,
And the world becomes
On behalf of the Governing Board of the Liberty Elementary School District, I hereby certify that the class seated before you has met all the requirements to qualify for the promotion to the 9th grade as set forth by the Arizona State School Board and the Superintendent for Arizona Department of Education. Congratulations, students.